On top, a half a length Gigante Camp right there at his girth. Red Paddy is absolutely chewing steel behind them there, going easily. Covered by Just Act Natural. Over on the outside then, coming towards the turn. Pike starting to niggle at State Solicitor. On his inside, Run Liam Run, followed further back to Let It Slip, but at the top of the straight, Gigante levelled up to My Greek Boy. There's a run for Red Paddy. Just Act Natural, followed further back by Run Liam Run. Pike has to draw the whip on State Solicitor. Just Act Natural on the outside, My Greek Boy, Red Paddy from Run Liam Run, Gigante. Red Paddy on the inside, hits the front. They dive. Red Paddy, I think it's Red Paddy from Just Act Natural. They're queuing up. There's about a length between 7 of them. My Greek Boy, Run Liam Run, State Solicitor, Prophet Street, all deep out. Right behind those came, pulling up next of all, would have been Mad Brad. Then came Mickey Two Toes, Gigante pulling up abruptly too, and the run out of the home straight and conceded back there, one of the last home. Red Paddy, Aaron Mitchell, looks as though it might have held on after getting a great run here from Just Act Natural and My Greek Boy in an awfully busy finish to the running of the last of the day. Red Paddy, he was up there. He had that run presented to him, drove through. He wanted to get out a little in the late stages, though. Just Act Natural couldn't lead them. And State Solicitor, under the 60 Pike, was starting to feel him up coming to the corner and ride him along. And there wasn't that explosive acceleration there as most would have thought. Certainly not under the 60 first up. Red Paddy, number 7, has taken out the last of the day for the Simon Miller stable. 1780, 330 from Just Act Natural. 170, My Greek Boy 510, once these numbers do become official. Well, from gate 1, he settled up nice and handy to them, much closer than he would normally. And he had him right there in the zone, about to attack when My Greek Boy shifted away from the rail. Red Paddy followed him through. And down the outside, Just Act Natural was coming as well. 1:11.05 they've run here. He's an O'Reilly, Pinafore gelding for S. Maiden, D. Richardson, the Dragon Syndicate, and Digby Beecham. Our man, of course, will be no doubt very happy to dissect this race Monday morning when he teams up with the G-Man on the daily. Red Paddy home. That's his 6th win in 25, taking out the last from Just Act Natural, the Natural Blitz Horns gelding, Paul Roberts, Glenn Smith. Still waiting for the officials to go up on the semaphore. And My Greek Boy, by my boy Charlie from Little Zeta, Steve Wolfe and Sean McGruddy. So the numbers still yet to come to hand here, but a good victory by Red Paddy, whose form had been really faultless. But it was a really swamping finish to the last of the day. They were coming from everywhere, and only 3/4 to a length would have separated 7 or 8 of them across the line. Let's take you down now to the enclosure, and stable representative there from Aquanita, Kyle Nowlan, joins Adam McGrath.
Kyle, although this horse had been going along absolutely brilliantly, I think you're as surprised as a few of us that you're the one having a chat at the end of the race, but it was a brilliant performance.
Oh, unbelievable, Adam. We come here today, hit a really hot race. Like State Solicitor is probably potentially one of the better sprinters in the state. So realistically, we come here thinking we'd run a good race, but probably didn't win. But it worked out really well, and the gap's open, you got the cash, so it's really good.
We mentioned in the preview that if you were taking a look at that run last start, it was probably the way to go over Prophet Street, a 1.5 kilo swing for that 0.5 length of feed, and was always going to get a really handy run from barrier 1.
For sure, he's a funny horse. When we drew 1, we're thinking, it's not ideal for him. He generally needs a bit of room and to be in the moving line, but yeah, really good result. He rode it really well, stayed nice and patient, and the gap's open, and he won well.
He's a horse that Simon's really sussed out, hasn't he? He's talked about that a couple of times. It took a little time just to get his head around it, but, a couple of runs, 2 week apart, then give a nice little break again, come back, just keep him fresh, and he ticks along. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, we got up to 2200 last prep, so it took us a little while to work him out, but kept him nice and fresh, and a few of the owners up from Dark and Mick's up, Diggsy's up, a few of the boys are up, so it's a surprising win, but really exciting win.
Got to ask, tomorrow you'll be hoping this same combination gets the job done with First Among Equals. The straight looks to absolutely suit. There's going to be good tempo on as well. There's no reason why you can't win that.
Really good sprinter. Aaron rides him really well. So fingers crossed we can back up this win with another win tomorrow.
Well done, mate, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Adam.
We'll grab Aaron Mitchell now as well, because again, he's just bought his time brilliantly. He's attacked the line strongly and he's been able to get the job done. And Aaron, Kyle sort of alluded to it there, and you could tell he was a bit surprised. How surprised are you when you keep looking, you don't see the cerise and white, and you're still getting closer to the post?
Yeah, look, he always travelled well into the straight, and I was a little bit concerned when they sort of started to roll off. I didn't really want to hit the front too early and had to time a run, because he can, get there and wander a bit, and he still did that, but he was able to hold them all off.
A horse that has done nothing wrong, so honest, and when given these nice sort of gaps and space in between run, just always lets down.
Yeah, for sure. He's a lovely horse to train, and he's been a good horse to the owners.
You continue to tick on with your winners, mate. I just asked Kyle about it, and how much are you looking forward to running first among equals tomorrow?
Pretty excited. Going to Northam, a track that will suit him, and drawn 2 as well, so he's going there with a live chance.
Well done again, mate. You continue to get those winners, as we mentioned. The apprenticeship's not too far away. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
There's Aaron Mitchell, winning jockey aboard of Red Paddy, which has taken out the final race from Just Act Natural, which ran second, My Greek Boy in third, and Run Liam Run in fourth.